There's a story that I once read about this shark's jaw-dropping ability, no pun intended. The story talks about how slicing through the deep sea, an animal given the nickname the Goblin notices a small, tasty-looking squid. The shark inches towards its prey, but as it begins to close in, its food starts to dart away. So the shark thrusts his jaws 3 inches out of his mouth, separating from his face, literally holding on by the skin of his teeth. The predator then grabs the squid in his teeth. After scarfing down his meal, the shark fits his jaws back into his mouth and swims off. Today we're going to talk about the Goblin Shark. Without a doubt, one of the most unique members of the shark family. Definitely one of the most frightening predators in the deep blue sea, and I think it's something we should talk about. So without further ado, welcome to Unseen Universe. A rare species of deep-sea shark, it's the only extant or non-extinct representative of the family known as Mitsukurin today. And trust me, you don't want to hear the definition, but if you're interested, here's the word. You can look it up for yourself and then apologize in the comments if you doubted me. And if you do understand it, please don't act like it was easy, because we're all pretty smart on this channel. Okay. Back to the program. The you-know-what has a lineage of some 125 million years old, and the Goblin Shark is its representative. These sharks are species of fish that are known to live at the bottom of the ocean along the continental shelves or edges of a continent. The Goblin Shark is rarely caught by deep-sea fishing crews unintentionally, but the times when they were accidentally caught or even sighted, it was said to have been spotted largely off the coast of Japan, and were given their name because of the likeliness to the mythical goblin that appeared in Japanese folklore. There's also been reported sightings in the northern Gulf of Mexico, Guyana, southern Brazil, France, Portugal, and east of Senegal, even along the mid-Atlantic ridge, parts of South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand, indicating a wide global migration pattern. Some of its first known findings were published in 1910. Given how deep its usual habitats are, it's considered to pose very little danger to humans, as most of its population is typically known to live in unfished areas, based on the fact that only a few adults have been caught and rarely seen. I also find it pretty interesting that something with a lineage of around 125 million years was only discovered just over 100 years ago. In comparison, they were discovered around the time Ford was inventing the first motor vehicle, even though they've been around since dinosaurs existed. This pinkish to purplish gray colored shark gives it a very unusual skin tone. The Goblin Shark is also known for its distinctive profile with an elongated flat snout and highly protrusible jaws containing nail-like teeth. Some even describe the shark as being snaggle-toothed. It can grow up to 10 to 13 feet long and weigh as much as 460 pounds when fully grown, although abnormally larger ones have been spotted. For example, one of the largest known goblin sharks ever captured measured at around 20 feet. Scientists don't know much about the behavior of these rarely seen animals, but they believe that goblin sharks are solitary animals, just like many other shark species, meaning they spend most of their time alone. Scientists also believe they are most active in the early mornings or late evenings, which result in them not doing much of anything in the middle of the daytime. The goblin has a lifespan of about 30 to 35 years and can reach a top speed of about 15 miles per hour. Now that may not seem that fast until you get out of your car, take off your running shoes, dive in the ocean, and attempt to get away while something's coming at you full speed trying to make you their dinner. Now as a young shark, they have disproportionately huge noses compared to their bodies, but their nose doesn't grow as fast as their bodies, which allows their appearance to improve as they basically grow into their noses enough to function as an adult. To make things even more intriguing, the pinkish color of the goblin shark's skin tone actually does not derive from the pigments in their skin. These sharks have translucent skin that enables us to see the oxygenated blood within their capillaries. And just in case you're unsure, a capillary is like a blood vessel. Basically, to a certain extent, we can actually see through the skin of these sharks. How incredible is that? Many anatomical features of this unique creature, such as its flabby body and small fins, suggest that it is sluggish in nature. They tend to hunt for the more bony species of fish, as well as species related to the octopus and squid family, and the crustacean family, like crabs, lobsters, and shrimps, mainly at the seafloor, and at times midwater. Its long snout allows it to sense minute electric fields produced by nearby prey, which, as we touched on earlier, enables it to rapidly snatch it up by extending its jaws. The goblin can survive at depths greater than 330 feet underwater, with adults found deeper in the ocean than the juveniles. Some researchers believe they can possibly dive as deep as 4,270 feet for short periods of time. All in all, I think that we can definitely agree that the only place you'll find the goblin shark is in the unseen universe. And that's why we're bringing it to you, because seeing is believing. That's all I got for you guys on this episode. Have a great day and see you next time.